So it's very hard right now because I feel what's going on in the world has really opened my eyes and kind of made me see some of the problems as I've dealt with as being a woman of color in the school system, and actually how unfair it is for people of color that, for example, I had to deal with someone very racist during my interview, and they asked me if my master's was real. It was really upsetting to feel like I've worked so hard my whole for my master's, and for someone to deny me of the fact that I have good work experiences and I worked hard to get my degree, and to doubt my qualifications because I look this way. And so it gets very frustrating, and I feel sometimes it's really hard to not feel like a victim. It gets really hard because I've had school teachers think I'm stupid all my life, and I've had to fight for my degree because I'm a woman of color with a learning disability. So people don't take me seriously. And so it's very hard in a world where you see so many wrong things happening to our communities of color, and then to reflect on your life and see that it's still going on. And so I guess I wanted your thoughts on, I guess, how am I supposed to deal with the anger and at the same time not feel like a victim?
I hear you. Well, first of all, I think your anger is legitimate, valid, important anger. And I think it's important for you to feel it. And I think it's important for all my friends of color to feel it. I think it's important for white people to feel anger when they feel anger, when they feel violated. It's intelligent anger, Mansi. You are in a caste system here. Where do you live?
I live in California, but I was interviewing in the Midwest.
Okay, Midwest is Midwest, and you're in a caste system here in the United States, just like you would be anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And the caste system is absolutely rigged against you from the start. What they're seeing, their eyes are seeing, is they are just programmed to assume inferiority. And it breaks my heart and it breaks many people's hearts, but that's the systemic racism that we're faced with. And I just did a conversation with Resmaa Menakem, who's an anti-racist author and so on. He thinks it's going to take 9 generations because it's so thick in the culture. So how do we, you and me and all these people that we really want to do what we can to heal and respond to systemic racism, how do we deal with it? Well, the first thing is to honor the anger. I honor your anger. It belongs. That's the first step. One of my friends says, this is a Black Buddhist teacher and author, Ruth King, says that anger is initiatory. It's not transformative, but it's initiatory. We have to have it to energize us. You need the anger to tell you energetically, this is wrong, and this is something I'm going to have to stand up to. I don't want to believe the messages I'm receiving. So it's absolutely initiatory. So the first step, and if you want to go inside and pay attention for a moment, and we'll walk
Mm-hmm.
through it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is for any of us that have anger at the way we've been treated, or anger at the way a racist society treats the non-dominant populations. If we have anger, this is for all of us, because I have it. So let's close our eyes for a few moments. And the first step is to bring to mind something that has happened that reminds you of the anger. And for you, Mansi, you know what it is. This experience around your master's is horrible. So start there, okay? And you might even remember the room that you're in and the expression on the teacher's face when she challenged your credibility. and in a deep way how familiar that was through your life of not being really respected or trusted for your intelligence. And as the anger is there, and you can feel the anger, yeah? Just say to the anger, this belongs. This feeling belongs. Like just inwardly send that message to your angry self. This belongs. And just let me know what you're aware of. Keep your eyes closed when you say this belongs.
This belongs.
Yeah, and just check inside.
I feel a lot more calm. I do. And I do feel more able to deal with what's going on in our school systems, within what's going on in this country, in a more stable manner versus just with the reactions. It still though feels very hard because I still feel like I'm one person fighting against the system.
So that's where it needs to enlarge because there are so many.
Yeah.
So you need to add to it, others are feeling this too.
Okay.
So this belongs and others feel this too. And just check in when you do that, what happens, and think about what's going on in this country, how we have a pandemic and who is it that's most affected? Who is it that's dying? Who is it that are mostly unemployed and completely have gone below the line in terms of finances? People of color. So this belongs and others feel this too. And then just tell me what you notice.
And others feel this too. I feel stronger. Yeah, I do. I feel as if I'm not the only one who feels this, and it makes me feel less helpless.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's not, that's not the end. If it was that easy, if we could just say that and,
Yeah.
first of all, it takes many, many rounds, but underneath your anger, there's some energy that wants to move everything towards healing, that wants to feel your own empowerment, that wants to see change. So it's really important for you to find the people that you can hold hands with. It's really important. I need the people that I need to hold hands with people. We need a small group that we're recognizing the pain together, the vulnerability, and also our care. So are there people you can talk to?
I do have people, but it's just very hard because I'm here only by myself with my mother and my father, and they don't. It's very hard to explain the differences between being from America and growing up with immigrant parents.
Yeah.
So it's very different for me in many ways because of how challenging it is in California for the pandemic. It's not safe to walk around and try to find my friends.
So it'll have to be online for now, but there's a
Yeah.
growing number of organizations and communities that are utterly dedicated to change right now, more than ever, ever, ever. But for right this moment, I mostly want to say you're not alone. My heart's with you, and if you read the messages, you'll find so many people have your back in a kind of spirit way. It's going to take a long time to change the culture, but here we are, and we can take the first step, and that's honoring the anger and then feeling the care underneath it that we really want to see change. Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
thank you for the courage to bring this in. It serves us all. Yeah.
No, thank you so much. I really look up to you. You've really helped me a lot in my life.
Well, I can feel your clarity and your wisdom, and I'm curious, what did you get your master's in?
Public health.
All right. That's what we need. Oh my gosh, I love it. I have many friends that that's their world. So I'm really glad that you're helping us in that way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, bless you, dear. Take care, Mansi. Yeah.